Alright, folks, I think I need to talk about this for a brief moment. So, as y'all know, James Gunn just recently announced the DC slate yesterday of everything being rebooted: Batman, Superman, the Lantern, Swamp Thing. And you know what? It's something to be excited about because DC really needs a clean slate, a reboot. And the reason why I said a clean slate and a reboot is because we had history of DC films doing terrible. The Batman was a good film last year, so go watch my review and you already know, you've seen my smile in the thumbnail, so you already know how I feel about it. And I'm glad that it's getting a sequel, but it's in its outer world, so well, it's not a part of the DC reboot. It's in its own separate thing. So this right here is about video game titles based on films, and I think it's a good thing. DC Studios co-head James Gunn says video games set within the DC universe will tell stories set between the events of the films, something that's still set in the world with these characters, but it's its own thing. Honestly, I'm just with it. I'm 100% on board. I can't even get it out. I am 100% on board with this because there's a reason why people are having mixed feelings on this. I'm not, because I think with DC getting its own reboot to start all fresh, right? And if you can do that with films and TV shows and animation shows or whatever, imagine doing that with games. Think about that. Now, if you look at the history of video games with Spider-Man and all the other Marvel titles with characters, some of them do good and some of them do terrible, and some of them don't need to be made in the first place. So if you look at Spider-Man from PS2 all the way to PS3, that is based on the Sam Raimi films, some of them did good and some are just plain terrible. And when you look at the X-Men games that is not based on the X-Men films, they're not even connected at all. So at least Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man games, stay connected, even though they made their own versions with their own villains that were not made in the film. So with this, I think it's interesting. I think I'm with it. So let me know what your thoughts are in the chat, and I'ma holla.